Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Happy winning Wednesday. Hey, yo, Yolanda, don't be on that Tizzy Tay train talking about some way I'm at. I be on time, yo. I hit the thing right at 6 o'clock, not a second before. Don't be checking for me, yo. What's up, yo? How you doing? What's up, y'all? Yo, good to see y'all, y'all. Yo, Wednesdays set it off. Y'all notice that? We kind of start with the Youth Entrepreneur Program on Wednesday. Shout out to all the youth entrepreneurs. If y'all joining that session every Wednesday at 4 o'clock, that thing is so inspiring, y'all. Like when I heard one of the young business owners today, like, yo, I met one of my weekly goals of making $1,000 in my business. I'm like, sheesh, yo, that's what it's about. Yo, some people work 40 hours a week and their 2 week check at the taxes don't even be $1,000, yo. But you know what? We ain't gonna get into that because everybody ain't ready for that level of commitment, that level of responsibility that it takes to really dedicate yourself to your business to make that type of revenue. But like, yo, shout out to those business owners. But like on Wednesdays, yo, we start off with the Youth Entrepreneur Program. Then we hop right into Winning Wednesdays. Then Thursdays, Thriving Thursday. Then Friday, Focus Friday. It's just like, yo, I love Wednesdays because Wednesdays like the kickoff day. What's up, y'all? Who at the top of my list today? Hey, yo, Chaos Smoothies. What's up, baby? Yo, shout out to Chaos Smoothies, yo. Yo, if you need an example of how to do things right, yo, Chaos Smoothies, yo, is doing it right. And that's not to say that she's perfect or she don't make any mistakes. She's human like the rest of us. But like, yo, like your name really holding some weight out here in the professional world. I was going to tell you this, like just by ourselves, like in person, like send you a text or something. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell her on Winning Wednesday. Somebody had hit me up, yo, and was like, what's that school Chaos Smoothies want to go to? I was like, Spelman. They was like, yo, we're going to reach out to the dean at Spelman and tell them to make sure that if that's her first choice, that she get her first choice. One of my Bloomberg folks, y'all. Shout out to Miss Nanette, yo. She really be making stuff happen. But that just speaks to your professionalism, to your consistency, to your reputation. And even when we talked about earlier on the youth entrepreneur class, I think it was Naeem that brought it up, talked about like your network. That's an example of how your network is your net worth and how your network is working for you. And your name is in rooms even when you ain't in the room. So that's a big deal, yo. But yeah, Chaos Smoothies, happy winning Wednesday to you, y'all. Who else we got in here? Yo, Lene, what's up, Lene? Shout out Lene. Yo, Lene had her work featured in the Bloomberg School of Public Health magazine, yo, on racism. I'm working on getting some printed copies mailed to my house so that I can have my printed copies. But like, yo, congrats to you, Lene, for sticking with that and for seeing that all the way through to print. Like, that's a big deal, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yo, what's up, Tizzy Tay? Yo, Tay over here making them revenue goals, y'all. $1,000 in a week, y'all better get with them. What's up, Tay? Stay off alive too, Tay. Good to see you, though. Vera V, what's up, Vera V? Good to see you, yo. How you doing? How you feeling, yo? Always good to see you, yo. Hey, Ania, what's up, Ania? Yo, shout out to Ania, yo. Yo, make sure y'all sign up. She's having her first event for the not for sale business that she started around human trafficking. She's like the only youth in that space. So shout out to you for like just holding it down and for just, yo, being like available and having enough courage to speak in that space because that is a tough space to be in. So, yo, shout out to you on that, yo. I love it. Jada J, I see you. You said did they publish yours? I'm not sure. I didn't see it. Did you see it? If you saw it, definitely let me know. I'm not sure if yours was in that publication or if it's going to be in another one, but definitely let me know so I can make sure that we shout you out on that because that's a big deal too. So yeah, shout out to Jada J. She's writing articles as well for the Bloomberg School of Public Health. Y'all, that's a big deal, y'all. People who locked in, people who consistent, you can just tell a difference, yo, in the things that they doing. Like, yo, big moves all day long, yo. I love it, yo. What's up, Yolanda? How you doing? Good to see you, yo. Yolanda been consistent too from day one. What's up, y'all? Hey, Asia. What's up, Asia? Good to see you. How you feeling, yo? Yo, Lene said I never been first in my life. Listen, you ain't never even lying, yo. But I'm glad you here. What's up, Shannon? Yo, Shannon, yo, my ice box, that post you did on Facebook, yo, was so heartwarming, yo. Thank you so much for that, yo. And I didn't even know that we was friends on Facebook for like 3-4 years. Like, yo, like that's what's up, yo. But thank you for being here. How you feeling on this Wednesday? Good to see you. Yo, Breezy Breeze. What's up, Breezy Breeze? Yo, good to see you. Happy Winning Wednesday. Always good to see you. Say, where Miss England? Look, I'm waiting on Miss England too, yo. I don't know. We gonna see what she did, yo. But we got a good session today. I already know it, yo. I already know it. What's up, Nisi Pooh? What's up, Taylor? Yo, good to see you. How you feeling, yo? Hey, Tanaya. Sorry if I messed your name up. Good to see you though. How you feeling, yo? Good to have you here. King Core. What's up, King Core? AKA Mr. Live. Yo, that's my man, yo. My man's checked in from work earlier, yo, for the youth entrepreneur. Said his manager was hating, but he had to make sure that he was on because he wanted to get those jewels. He couldn't miss it. That's the type of dedication I'm talking about, yo. That's what I'm talking about when you truly committed to something and you ain't about to let nothing stop you. And I be telling people too, King Core, like, you can't get stuck in them little jobs. Like, they are starting place for sure, but like, this is where you build. This is where you work on yourself, where you work on your business, where you work on your future. Them little jobs, yo, Chipotle, Whole Foods, Dollar Store, McDonald's, any of them, name them. That ain't where you about to grow. You about to learn your lessons there. You about to maybe meet some people that's going to help you along your way. But like, yo, they be trying to put the cap on your growth. And it's just all about you working those hours and doing what you got to do for them. So this is where you got to come. Like, if you really talking about longevity for your future and doing something big. So shout out to you, King Core. King Core told his manager, like, no, I need this. Like, yo, that's what's up, yo. Who else on my list, yo? Tay Bands. What's up, Tay? Yo, shout out to Tay Bands, yo. Tay Bands. Yo, I have never, ever gotten like a proactive, positive response from anybody that's been on any project, period. Like, that's everybody. That's all projects with HeartSmiles. I've always gotten just like good collective feedback. Like, people always say, oh, we love working with Heartbeats. We love working with HeartSmiles. They lead us, da 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 da. But nobody has ever like made it a point to send me a 5-page letter on just how impressed they are about one heartbeat on a project. So shout out to you, Tay Bands, because this is your first project, really. Well, no, technically your second, because you worked on the YouthWorks project. But this is only your second project, and already you are making a name for yourself, yo. Like, when I tell you, they was like, yo, where did Tay Bands come from? They was like, you was asking all the questions, giving all the input, and really helping to shape that tech project into something great. And people already see the leadership inside of you. So like, that's amazing, yo. So shout out to you. That's your first project, and they having an event too. And Tay Bands told me already she done recruited like 16 or 20 people or something like that to come to the event. Like, yo, that's what's up. That's leadership on a whole new level. So thank you so much for that. Because when you show out like that, then you just open the door for other people, and it allows us to be able to give more paid opportunities to people who want to be involved and stuff like that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Who else on my list? What's up, Sydney? Yo, shout out to Sid. What's up? How you feeling on this Wednesday? What's up, Naeem, aka Mr. Tech Guy, aka Mr. Force Scam in effect? What's up, yo? How you feeling? Good to see you, yo. Hey, Simone. What's up, Simone? You tuning in for work, yo? What's up? Good to see you. Hey, Track Star. What's up? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you too, yo. Hey, Jordan. Happy Winning Wednesday. What's up? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. Yo, Lyrical J. What's up, Lyrical J? How you feeling? Lyrical J said, I miss in person. I know, yo. Me too, yo. I miss in person too. We gotta make it do what we gotta do while we living in Corona. But yeah, man, wasn't nothing like in person. Hey, Beans. What's up, Beans? I see you, yo. Good to see you here. Skinny. What's up, Skinny? You done finally made it, yo. Yo, somebody get on my man Skinny back, yo, because Skinny just don't even be consistent like he's supposed to be, yo. But what's up, Skinny? Good to see you. Marta General, what's up, yo? Yes, I said for a scam, Jada Jade. Hey, Ma, what's up? Y'all see my mother in here. Yo, I said it, yo. What's up, Elder? How you doing, Elder? Yo, I said it, yo. Yes, yo. Somebody tell that man, don't get hooked up, yo. Don't do it, y'all. What's up, Miss Sushma? Good to see you, yo. Yo, and look, shout out to all of the year-round people that's tuning in today, yo. Like, how cool is it for part of your year-round job that you get paid to attend Winning Wednesdays, Thriving Thursdays, Focus Friday? Like, yo, is that not a situation where somebody is saying, we're going to pay you to invest in yourself? Like, I don't even think y'all understand how big that is, but that's a big deal, y'all. And for all my people who are with the year-round program, yo, I'm not going to be hassling and hounding y'all in terms of attendance. Like, yo, if you show up, you show up. If you don't, yo, you the one that missed out. But attendance is going to be marked by your participation in the chat. So regardless of whether or not you like answering questions or dropping emojis or whatever the case may be, I'm not asking if nobody here, yo. If we didn't see you in the chat, dropping an emoji, dropping a comment, whatever like that, if we didn't see you, yo, then you wasn't here, period. And I'm not having that conversation with nobody. So like, yo, the best thing to do, yo, for year round is the check-in when we first start. You know, however you want to do an emoji, say what's up, say hi, whatever, throughout the conversation, some type of activity in the chat. And then before we close, make sure you put something in the chat just so that it ain't no confusion. But like, yo, I'm not having no conversations with nobody like, oh, I ain't get paid for that day. Listen, yo, not doing it. But yo, that is definitely a tight situation. That's a great situation when you can get paid to invest in yourself, yo. Like, that's what's up. Hey, yo, King Core, stop hating. King Core said no blue hearts. Hey, yo, you crazy. Don't do that, y'all. The blue hearts is for the new heartbeat, yo. It's crazy, yo. Yo, who else I got in here? I think I spoke to everybody, yo. I think I got everybody. Yo, where is Miss England? Yo, I think Miss England left us out to dry today, yo. Tay Bad said, seriously, I wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for Cash. She sent me a live when you was doing them rap battles and it started from there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a serious situation. That's what's up. Simone said, yes, tuning in for my little 15-minute break. I know that's right, y'all. I love to see it, y'all. Good to see you there. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, Jada J, the Forex, y'all. It's a mess, yo. It's a mess. Somebody tell them. Somebody tell them. But yo, I don't know, yo. Listen, I guess we just going to have to go ahead and get started without Miss England. If Miss England come around, then she come around, you know, ain't no love lost. Yo said, I know she didn't forget about us. She did not forget about us, yo. She did not forget about us. And yo, remind me, yo. Remind me later on before I get off of here. Only my consistent people. Remind me to give y'all the update about your iPhone 11. Cause see, now that everybody stopped showing their butt, we got the live out of the way because that was a whole situation. Y'all know that's what messed me up. And that's what put the brakes on y'all iPhone 11s. That whole live situation. But now that I'm getting over that and we are moving forward, now it's time to make sure that the people who've been consistent, the people who earned it, that we go ahead and make sure y'all get those in your hands before Christmas and all that. So remind me to give y'all the update on that before I get off of here today. Yo, King Core said I'm still on the clock and they don't. I know that's right. Yo, hey Kaya. What's up? Good to see you, Kaya. Yo, Kaya just dropped the baby and she's still here, yo. So that means nobody don't got no excuse. Jada J said, when you say consistent, can you be specific? Yeah. So consistent just meaning that you are here weekly doing at least one program, either Winning Wednesdays, Thriving Thursdays, or Focus Fridays. Like, not saying that you come into every single one or that you showing up to every single thing, but at least on a weekly basis, you are consistent with showing up to one of those three things. Those are the type of people that we want to invest in, because when you are showing up to those things, then that means that you are actively working on your growth. You are actively working on your leadership. And those are the people that we want to invest in, yo. Tay-Man said, yeah, I know she did. Jada, I was like, okay, it's time for Miss Joanne to really see my potential. Hey, yo, I see it, yo. That's what's up. And yo, I'm trying to tell you, it's not even a difficult thing to be consistent. It's like, yo, you just got to really want it. And I was having a hard conversation earlier with somebody in my DMs, because one thing that really irritates me is when people ask me for something, like ask me for resources, money, or whatever like that, but I don't never see you. Like, no, first of all, you wouldn't be having to ask me for money if you was locked in, because when you locked in, you can see the opportunities to help you get your own money. And then second thing, it's like, yo, if you're not investing in yourself, how you gonna ask somebody else to invest in you? That don't make sense. You got to invest in yourself first. So yeah, like, yo, don't be asking for no handouts and you're not helping yourself. What's up, Soraya? What's up, Walter B? Y'all, guess who joining us? Guess who about to be here, yo? Exactly, J to J. Don't ask, earn. Everybody needs some help sometimes. And I don't blink when it comes to helping people that's consistent, but people that ain't consistent, man, get out my inbox, yo. Miss England.
Okay, so what did I just ran into? I was like, I had to look and see if the day was Wednesday. I was like, I ain't get. Let me look on one Wednesday, see if they working. Is today Wednesday?
Yeah, it's that's because the link is the same one. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to keep spamming
and
you
I
every week.
don't worry about it, girl. That's how when you get spoiled, right? When people you so used to sending you stuff, I was getting spoiled.
You
so
so
what happened
crazy.
was I had to do things on my own and try to find and get the link to my special place on this computer from my phone. So
Man,
yeah,
I
I'm a
know
little
that's
slow.
right. No, you ain't walking in nothing. I was just letting people know, like, I got a little irritated earlier. People was in my DM asking me for resources, money or whatever, but they don't even be showing up enough and they not consistent. And I'm like, yo, if you was locking into what we was doing, you would be either on your feet or on the road to being on your feet. Nobody that's messing with us is struggling in no type of way. Like, and if you need help, your help coming just like that. But like, yo, don't be in my inbox begging and you not even investing in yourself. I ain't with that.
So how y'all doing today? I came on a different note. Like, how y'all doing?
Yo, we doing amazing. And when we get to the letters part, I got a letter that somebody sent me to read from your challenge of writing a letter to yourself.
Yes, and I'm glad they still doing it, because I was just about to just go back to that. So before we get to that, because that to me is more important, I love to hear what y'all have to say. What I have to say, I can wait, but I would love to get to that. But before we get to that, it was just a couple of announcements I just wanted to make. one announcement that I want to make is that we have to talk about how we brand and talk to our partners. And I say that because I be getting texts about 10 at night about something about opportunities for jobs. And I be like, I know this ain't on Heartbeat texting me about something. So we got to talk about how we communicate with our people. Now, I'm not talking about my heartbeats who need something. That's different. If you need me, that's a totally different thing. But if we're talking about opportunities where I may say I need somebody to do, come cut the lady next door lawn, right? That doesn't mean contact me at 9, 10 o'clock at night, because, you know, Miss England does have a family. I have to make time for myself. So we got to talk about how we schedule and when we talking about opportunities and when is the best time to reach out. So we'll be doing that next year, right? Hey, next year, a couple of weeks. So that's one. Two is, yes, we are still talking about how do we get prepared to be with our family for the holidays, but I want us to really think about this holiday, because this was on my mind. I want us to, when we thinking about when we're with our family, is not to be judgmental. And what I say is that we have a lot of families that when we get with them, we automatically go through what they've done this year that was bad, and that caused conflict, and it's always y'all going back and forth, right? So what I'm asking this time, when y'all open and y'all working with your families, not even working with y'all children, with y'all families, try not to judge their situation, try not to judge who they are, their finances, or even the decisions they make. I think right now, what I have been hearing from the phone calls that I be getting outside of this and outside of my work from helping people with service is that people just want to feel supported and heard. And I'm hearing from a child, I'm saying I hear children from elementary to adult saying the same thing. The part that hurts me is that sometimes they be in the same house saying, yo, I just want to be heard. I just want them to understand my part. So I'm just asking, since we are here and I have been charged to say that, I wanted to, just say, this time to y'all, just if family members come to you and you don't agree, just listen. We don't have to give our own decision and our own judgment, or this is what I would have done. Just listen. If you have some resources, that's fine, but don't always put it on as this is what you should do. Let's just say, if what I'm here for is I'm here to listen, or you need a support, right? Just trying to figure out what part do they need you for. And this could be somebody older than you, and this may be somebody younger than you. Second of all, I realized that there are a lot of broken people. And I said that because I have been running into a lot of broken people in silence. And that silence, sometimes with these broken people, I have seen breakdowns, but it's been extreme. And what I mean by that is we find, and next thing they call to me and they like, yo, I can't do it no more. I'm done. Right? Pay attention to who in your house. We are at a time where we are on a path to getting money. But what is money if you don't have a family that's right there to dying right beside you mentally? Right? So I want us to value family and love. And sometimes I'm not even talking about the family that you may live with, may not even be your blood, but just understanding that we have to start being more lovable, acceptable, and judgmental, and hold people accountable, but with love. So, and Joni has the perfect icon that I think we need right now, and that's the heart. I want us to go back to the basic thing, like just love. That's it. So on another note, if you have anybody who's seeking a job, I think you have to be 21 and older. I'm sorry, my heartbeats that are younger, but I do have some older heartbeats. I have a partnership, and she reached out to me, and she is looking for somebody to do ambassador, a safety ambassador, and then a coordinator for I think it's through like a temp agency. But it's a testing support coordinator and a safety ambassador for COVID. So if you have anybody that's interested and they want to do their work, please, please, please. I think this would be a great way for those who are looking for work that are older. If there's something you want to do, send me your resume ASAP. So on the other note, before I go into the letter that is important, sis, do I have any comments that I need to address?
No, you got a bunch of comments. Well, I guess we gotta shout out the people who is their first winning Wednesday.
Oh, absolutely. Happy,
Yeah,
hey, y'all. Happy
yo,
smile living room and dining rooms.
right,
And there used to
yo,
be a space, but we learned how to make it work virtually.
right. DXJ for Life 240, yo. Make sure y'all show him all the love. If
Well,
that's who I think it is, I believe that's my blood cousin Dorian.
wow. Look at
Yes. So
that.
y'all make sure y'all lean on him because when you got my blood in you,
Listen,
yo,
Joni,
success ain't no option at this point.
Joni, we
It's
just talked
mandatory.
about we just talked about being a little nice to the family, Joni. Yeah, he might don't even want to come over. He might only want to show up on the screen for Thanksgiving, Christmas now. But he already know when he show up, you on. Sir, if you heard cousin, listen, we working on the baby. We working on him.
Hey yo, Walter B, this your first time. Walter B said happy to be here. Happy to have yo,
Yeah,
show
they
all
want
the newbies, yo. Tell them, yo, welcome
amazing.
them, yo. You never
Welcome,
forget your
welcome.
first winning Wednesday, yo.
Never forget. And listen, y'all, honestly, those that are new, every every month it gets intense because the conversations get intense, and then those people who utilize the tools, I actually be watching. I be saying, you can really tell change, even if it's a small teeny one. People who are watching can tell. And what we do when a Wednesday is not about who you are on the outside, it's about who you are when nobody's looking, and the inside. So what we're talking about with the letters is we have been writing letters to ourselves as we were children to say, whatever we want, whatever you like. And that's a way for us to walk in the new year, understanding who we are and how we came so far from being a child into where we are now. Yep.
Hey, yo, love it. What you was talking about earlier, Skinny said sometimes it's not just mental, sometimes it's people pride because people get their pride get in the way most of the time. And
That's true.
Jake asked a very important question. She said, but the thing is, how do you help someone you love who can't take criticism or who never wants advice?
So, Jay, I was a person that wanted to love and just give advice to everybody. So, but I've really honestly learned this. I don't do it no more unless you ask me, or unless you pay me. That's the difference. But I don't do it no more. What I learned about people, and especially us, is that we can say what we want, but one thing about us is we watch how you move, right? Because I could say I'm on here all the time, and then y'all see me, and I'm always somewhere doing something, no business, short clothes on, not trying to talk, but work with my kids, not trying to break these things that's in my family. Y'all gonna look at me and like, yeah, right, Miss Ang, you tell all this on Wednesdays. But what about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? So
Yeah.
it's not what about, because I think what happened where we grew up in communities, it was so many people have been talking for years that we don't even realize that. So I would say, I would give the suggestion is I would work on me. That's what I had to learn too. I had to work on me, and then I have to just show certain things that aligns that it work. That aligns who I am. So that way people can look at me and say, "Oh, she walks what she says she does." So then people come to me and say, "How did you get that?" But when you're just talking and having conversations and you're trying to get advice, a lot of time people looking at you like, "Well, are you doing the same thing?" So just be prepared. So always just do your best, be who you can at the best, and who are aligned for you to counsel and give advice, they honestly come to you. A lot of time those that we give advice to is not a part of our destiny. What I mean is your story, that everything you've been through does not align with them.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
And I had learned that too. Like, I wait for people to ask me, like, if they want my opinion or if they want my advice, because I know the value of my counsel. And it's like, yo, what I'm not about to let anybody do is to take the access that you have to me for granted. And I have to own that. And when I didn't own that, I was getting frustrated when I would give people this $1 million advice just for them to still be making 10-cent mistakes. Like, yo, it's no way that you can be connected to me, connected to what we doing, and you still broken, you still struggling. Like, it's just no way. It's no way possible. That's a reflection of you and what you are not taking from this situation. But knowing the value of my advice and what I offer and the benefit of having a relationship with me, nah, I will remove that access in a heartbeat once I see that you don't appreciate it and that it's not valued in your eyes. Yeah. And if it's not something that you want, just leave me alone then.
Exactly. And like she just said, though, she knows her value. And that's the thing. We got to get there first. Because you don't want to give advice and you don't even clear of your value. Because then you get confused of your own advice. So you got to be clear. How I know? I've been there. You know, I don't come to y'all unless I know myself. I'm sitting there because I didn't value who I was in an advice. And sometimes I was confused in myself. You know, so that's a good question. Thank you, Jay. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was Lyrical J.
Hey, Lyrical J, girl.
Yeah, Ray-Bans here. What's up, Ray-Bans?
Ray-Bans. Oh, I ain't heard that name in a minute. What's up, Ray-Bans?
I know, they be hating on me, say I always use pictures for the flyers with Ray-Bans. And I'm like, because me and Ray-Bans took the best pictures. Like, I used to couldn't get rid of that boy. That's my man's. Yo.
So, any more for you want to get into the question, the letter, sis?
Just a few more comments because I think that they're important. Jada J says, start the conversation with concern and being passionate. Jordan said there's a difference between comprehension and listening.
Sure, and I'm trying to teach that to Ava right now. And she's little, like you gotta listen. You gotta listen.
Yo,
I think that's a whole training itself.
That is. Yo, that is. Okay. You struck a nerve, Jordan.
I'm sorry.
You struck a nerve.
I'm sorry.
That one hit. Thank you for that one, Joy. Yo, yeah. Skinny says sometimes people just want to listen. Naeem said, I go through that low key because I be trying to give the best advice as possible to my little brother, but the other one comes out to the other, so you know how to deal with it. Joy said, comprehension is what's needed to make a difference. You can listen and not hear a word, but to comprehend me is to truly understand me. Yo, people be listening to respond. They be listening like, oh, okay, I know what I'm gonna say back to that. Not hear the thing you say, but I know what I'm about to say back to that. Yo, Jada said people are only going to move when they're ready, so be patient. And if they don't want it, you can't force it. Absolutely, yo. I will let you drown and die alone before I ever try to push and pull. Mm-hmm. Nah.
But you know, also too, that's something we got to go back to and next year I'm gonna write that down because that's also some people thrive of being a victim. They get drilled on it, like so how we get for success. Some people body drilled of being a victim because of the attention. So that's something we got to talk about.
No, attention seeking people. I love it. Okay, I can't wait for that one. I could go in all day on that one, Miss England.
We know. Please don't call nobody out on that train, but we'll do that next year.
All right. Yeah, we taking that into 21. Yo, Karen said nobody was hating. Yeah, all right. All right, Miss England, let me know if you're ready for me to get into this letter.
I am ready because I want to make sure I give it all my attention.
Yes. All right. So just to reiterate, y'all, Miss England had us, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, the challenge was to write a letter to yourself. And you said that we could write it to ourselves at any time. So you could write it to your younger self, to your current self, to your future self, whatever the case may be. And shout out to all the people who have been taking this challenge seriously and really thinking about it and sending in thoughtful letters. So this letter is from King Core, AKA Mr. Live. And here it is, y'all. Dear young king, congratulations on overcoming everything in life, but really understanding that you have two mothers. Yes, basically, I am adopted, but not really. I know that it was hard for you to understand at first, but now it's time to let it all out. This was difficult for you to understand as a young king, what opioids are, but you know now your birth mother was on drugs and really was not stable to take care of you. I'm so sorry, young king, that you had to go through that. I'm sorry that you don't have a good bond with your birth mother. I know every time you see her around in Park Heights, you tend to cry. It's okay. Let it out. I'm sorry, young king. Look on the bright side. Your mom was good friends with your mother now, and your birth mom was in no shape to take care of you. So she asked her friend, your mom, would you take care of this young king? Let's thank God she said yes. They went to sign the papers, and look now, you have a wonderful, loving, caring mother that you would not trade anything for. I know I can be a handful sometimes, but I want you to know I think of this every day, and I'm trying to become a better man and better myself. I love you so much. Thank you for the life that you gave me. It's wonderful. Maybe one day we will have lunch with your birth mom just to catch up with everything.
That was so amazing on so many levels. So I wrote, what I've been doing when y'all, read the letters, when you read the letters, I write down certain words. And first of all, I just want to say thank you, King, Core, for even sharing that with us, because, some people just don't share. And I appreciate your story. And I'm going to tell you why. I appreciate your story because you have so many layers to it. That means there's so many people connected to you. And I say that when I say that, but is when you was reading, I seen the connections from people that who's dealing with silence and adoption, and silence being in foster care. You just said a voice for those who had parents that had addiction. You said a voice for those parents who took a child in. Um, and I'm gonna tell you how you did that. You spoke about the love of community. Um, you talk about being stable, and I don't think you gave. I want you to give yourself credit. I'm gonna tell you why. So the words that I wrote down from this was king, stable, community, feelings, love, and a better man. And so the part that I appreciate that you kept calling yourself a king. I think that's something that we have to do, and I have to do more often when I'm talking about myself and other people. And I think for you to mentally train your mind, because that's what you're doing, with the name King Core, the power in the song when you say King, you are a king. That right there is powerful. So we're gonna break. I want you, when you get a chance, look up King and break that down for you. And that right there is gonna be your guide to who you're gonna be moving forward in your life. That's one. Two was the stable part. You talked about how your mom made sure that she gave you to somebody to be stable. And I just wanted to say that is the hardest job in the world, right? Even in my mom edition, she was not that brave to say, in spite of, let me let somebody else come in and support you now, right? So that is hard. And for a mom to do that, that's, I gotta commend her. And in spite of being in addiction, to say she knew that, so she knew consciously that she did not have what to provide for you. So she went to a neighbor. This is community. This is how it's supposed to look, right? And she said, "Can you take him?" So she made it sure in her addiction that you were stable in spite of what she was going through. The fact that the whole story was just so much love, because it showed that I love my child so much in my addiction that I have somebody that I trust in a community that's going to take him. So I want you to look at all of the positive. Like, we get a lot of times that we think about the negative, but this is how the generational curse breaks, right? Because when you said love and better man and your feelings, it's okay to say your feelings. I think how we move forward now is, you know that you're a king. You know you come from a community with love. You know that you have two women that has your back. So now the charge is the better man part. I think we don't give ourselves enough credit that you already achieved that, boo. You did that. You on a Wednesday, on a Wednesday. Um, and I know kids outside. I can talk a whole lot of kids outside that's sitting on the corner, probably just doing crack or just playing crap, doing nothing. So you already there, right? We just want to make sure you stay there and be stable while you're here. And that letter, I want you to really honestly look at King, look at community and stable. They're your words. They're your words that's going to keep you even when you can't move on, because what you has expressed that you already have that in you. You was born with it from your mother into the new mother. Not because people assume because somebody didn't birth you, they can't be your mother. That's not true. Because Joni, my sister, and my mother did not have her. And to me, her mother is my mother. I don't care where I'm at. Joni will tell you. We was at the chicken spot, what, mommy, and get what? Let's be honest. That's who we are, right? So it's not about who really births you. It's about those who share the love and show you what love looks like. So I'm just really thankful for that letter. And I hope you took some of the good things that I talk about, because I don't want us to always focus on the negative. Because sometimes focus on the negative, then we start thinking negative. But you a king, and you just talked about the soil you came from, the love and community. So hold that as your foundation and build yourself up. Build your family. That's shit. What I mean by that, build your foundation. Build your home. You already on love, you on community. What's your sides look like? What is a better man? Those are the words that start being your walls. But you have to define that. So that was amazing. Joni, anything from you?
Yo, I want to say, Miss England, this is why I'm so hard on that man.
Yeah.
Like, because this is what's inside of him. And this is just so inspiring. Like my ice box over here. Like, yo, it's just really too much. And like when you see this type of potential and you know that this is what's inside of a person, when they demonstrate in anything less, that's when I go off. Like everybody keeps saying, yeah, I keep talking about the live, I keep talking about the live, but like it's so much bigger than the live. And the situation for me is, here's an example of a positive Black male in Baltimore. And right now, unfortunately, Black men are the fastest dying species in the world. And it's just like, yo, we have every responsibility to protect that. And when you got somebody as special as a King Core, no, it's not acceptable for you to be on live with your middle finger up, cussing and talking all this crap and not doing nothing that's progressing this vision.
I truly agree. And I'm glad that you pulled some up on that. But I think because it's a difference, right? Because it could be one day you just never knew about a HeartSmiles. And you say, I'm going to jump on today. And then you jump on and you like, all right, they pretty cool, right? But my behavior hasn't changed yet because I hadn't had enough of that. So eventually it'll change because I'm used to jumping on and doing all this stuff because I didn't have the love and the quality of people around me to support me. So that's why we have to do better with trying to examine. And I think I'm going to talk to more about that too, how we can strategically identify and say, all right, Chanel was with HeartSmiles in May. So let me check her social media to see what it looked like before she came to HeartSmiles. What changed? Right? Because once you get with HeartSmiles, you getting tools to know certain things you just don't do. But if I'm just coming on and Corey on here, and Corey said, come on, I need you to do HeartSmiles because we doing this thing. And I'm used to putting up a middle finger and rolling blunts on the camera every week. It's gonna take a while for me to start rolling online.
Yeah. And that's why that accountability so high. If I'm holding you accountable, yo, trust and believe it's because I love you and I see the potential.
And that's what I appreciate, that we do hold them accountable, because this is the part that I just had this conversation with somebody. I said the issue is that as adults that we don't hold each other accountable in the work, is that we don't do it with the children. And so the children think it's okay. But when they go outside in the system, it don't care what they do or what the system going to do, but they got to do with our children because we didn't hold them accountable. right? And so it's designed so that they can have the upper hand and say, oh, you don't know how to be held accountable? Let me slap these little things around your wrists and let me put you in a cell because you don't know. No, we have to automatically, we got to, because that way we are holding each other accountable so you won't be set up. A lot of times I see people just letting people go past and adults and ain't holding nobody accountable. And then when they fall on the floor, everybody looking stupid, but it's like, you knew they was falling.
Exactly.
But nobody won't hold nobody accountable because we talk about I don't hurt no feelings. But this is the time that we got to, because we saving lives. Like we
I hurt
don't
feelings every day, Miss England. I'm guilty.
no, it's okay. But guess what, yo? We gotta have somebody like that with a Johnny in our life because we won't. Guess what? I probably wouldn't be here. We gotta have a Johnny in our life because believe me, y'all think she just get on y'all. Just imagine if you had a purpose and she knew you and you ain't do nothing. What? And I ain't got a mother she got worried about, so you know. I just want to let y'all know it was real. So when I say I got it together and got my life together fast,
England Enterprise.
You hear me? So understand we gotta have accountability. We got to. So King Cole, we know we hard on you for a reason. Everybody had that time. Look, the adults do too, babe, in HeartSmiles. Ain't no just kids. It's a circle ball, okay? It ain't just kids. So I don't want you to think she biased, because she ain't. Okay, don't matter who you is, where you come from, how you look, it is what it is. That's Joan.
Only if I care about you. If I don't care about you, you won't hear a peep from me.
This is the part that, and this is that you said, because I should tell that about my kids about school. I said, if my kids be like, this teacher get on my nerve. I said, if you got a teacher that let you come in and talk to you, because you know Corey, you're smooth one too. She could talk your head off and the whole thing, you know, the whole hour be gone. Teacher be like, oh, Corey, you didn't do your classwork. But don't worry about it, I have it done. And I said, Corey, you think she looking out for you? She looking out for you. You're going to be dumb as hell. And that's what she going to be doing. Still coming to work. So again, if people who on you, they on you because they see it and they love you. Because it takes time to take time out your day to cut somebody out for about what they supposed to do. Because if I ain't care, I ain't putting my time in it. Think about it. If you ain't care about something somebody didn't give life, you think you gonna call them up and really tell them, you be like, I got time for that. So let's just be a little bit open to criticism and feedback. I'm learning too. So it's new for me.
Yo, I love it, yo. Yo, King Core said, thank you for holding me accountable because I only grow from my mistakes. Every day you talk about it, it only makes me stronger. Yes, yo. Yeah. And I be talking about it every day, yo.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yo, but I love to see it. And it's these type of stories that give other people hope for getting better, because some people get stuck in their failures and stuck in their mistakes. And part of the reason too, y'all, like, aside from me just like joking about it and just making fun of it, is because people need to see the human side of growing into leadership and growing into the person that you are supposed to be. Like, people think all the time that we just wake up like this. Like, no, it was tears. It was a whole bunch of crying. It was a whole bunch of mistakes, a whole bunch of failures all along the way. And we're going to highlight those things because that's what helps us to grow. And that's what inspires other people to be able to look at their life and say, well, you know what? If they can get past it, then so can I.
And everybody has a story that connects with other people. We might not have the same story. That's the blessing about having multiple people around you. You might not have the same story. So that means if we don't have the same story, that means how many people we can connect with if we're a team. Just think about that. Because then somebody could connect with me, somebody could connect with you, somebody could connect with you. So it's all about just being open. But I think we were told, don't tell your business, what goes on stays in here. And I get that, right? But I think at some point where we at now with COVID and the leaders that we need now, it got to be leaders who have been doing it at this point. Because ain't no way you going to come and tell me about something and I'm sitting here looking at you. And for instance, you can't come and tell me, yeah, you know, as a parent, when they didn't make over a certain amount of money, they got to go through this and that. And you want to tell me about it, you an experience, and I experienced it. Right? Where I had to be on welfare to get certain things to take care of my children. So it's a difference to have a person who haven't experienced nothing and coming you and having all of these suggestions and recommendation from somebody who's been doing and say, yo, I got it. So what I mean by that is all of our stories has a purpose. So when they told us this, keep your business to yourself, they lied to us, because what they trying to tell us is Keep your business to yourself because nobody else in your community need to be healed because we try and kill y'all. And if y'all get healed, that means y'all gonna get to your purpose. And then that means y'all gonna be more better than us mentally. That means you're gonna be having homes, communities stable and legacies for years. You gotta understand. People don't want you to get there. They want to cut you out before you even get started. And the way to cut you out is get you mentally gone. To not read, don't know nothing. How I know? Because I was there. And when I woke up, I looked and I said, this is a whole different goddamn world. Because you're starting to realize that if all you do is watch TV and you ain't reading a book of what's going on, just me too. I thought I knew it all too. I said, oh, this damn TV is a lie. Because what the books tell you is the real stuff because they know people don't read.
Exactly.
So,
you hitting my soul.
So I'm just telling you what I've been just dealing with, like people not reading, people not telling their stories. All of this stuff is this stuff that was lied to us. Stop believing what people tell you. Go read it.
Poverty is keeping the rich people rich. Poverty is one of the biggest businesses in the world.
And poverty is generational. And I just had this conversation with someone and I said, but I need you to understand poverty is generational. And so if you're as a parent and we're not on the same page and you came from that and the difference, and I had to realize this, I can say I was blessed because my mom was on drugs, but I didn't live in poverty. And I thought about that. I was like, wow, I didn't live in the projects. My mother was buying her house. You know what I mean? So it's different. But poverty, y'all, it is generational. I know people that, and not saying there's nothing wrong with it, because it's nobody taught out people who've been, maybe you might know people that have been living in the projects from their mother lived in the projects, their grandmother lived in the projects, their aunt lived in the, like, that's generational. And it's not that, and people are like, oh, that's their fault. No, it's not. They just believe the lie. That's it. So this is what Winter Wednesday do. I want us to uncover the lies that we've been told for years and change the narrative. Because the leaders that we need now is not the leaders with the all blue suit on and the Escalade riding down the street. It's not the ones pulling up with the hoopies and the wigs coming down to their back, or the baby just there, look, coming like Joni with your sweatsuit and your Jordans, and we got a story. But not only that, we got quality and substance. That's a difference.
Exactly.
So this is what they looking for. Listen, the earth ain't looking for how old a leader you are. You could be 12 years old, you got a story and you ready to tell and you confident and you go. That's what they looking for. Because there's some 12 years old looking for that leader to walk in and say, oh my God, you got beat up last night by your parents too. Everybody is connected. But if we don't talk about it, guess what happens? Anger happens. We don't read. We get illiterate. We start being into these systems. Systems start targeting us because they understand we relying on the systems. So they, we get happy. We getting extra food stamps. No, baby, that's the target. They see it. Come on. We got to do better. So King Cool, I just want to say you run it out of me because it made me think about how we have to stop the lies and we have to sustain our communities and we have to talk to each other. We have to. And I'm going to just tell you for an instance for me today. The day one of my little neighbors came in my house, my neighbors, and I was going off with my sister, right? Because I got to get something from your neighbor. Let them come over. And you know where I live. And I was like, oh my God, having these people, But let me tell y'all what happened. They then came over and kind of find out this lady works with a place for women in Baltimore City to help them get them certified in programs. And I said to her, I've been living around here for over 8 years. Me and you, we had conversations and how we both we provide services and we never conversate. That was my fault. Because I'm always blaming this community. That's what I'm talking about. Connections, being open. That was me not being open to, I ain't got nothing to do with this community. They don't look like me. Thinking she ain't got nothing to offer to with my value and what I value. But the whole time she valued the same thing, but just looked different.
Wow.
Because I ain't have a conversation. Because I was brain dead. I was just thinking, ain't nobody don't care about what we, So I'm just saying from that right there was a lesson for me. A lesson. Don't be afraid to open up and do something different.
I know that's right. And we completely out of time, Miss England.
God dang.
Yo, I know. Never have enough time, yo. But This was a powerful conversation. Tay-Ban said, can a letter be to your current self? Because she wanted to write a
You
letter.
can be it to anybody. It's all about what you want to do. I don't make the rules when it comes about healing yourself. I just put a platform out there and let y'all run with it. It's always about what's best for you and aligns with you.
But and she had also asked if I could tell my story. And you know what, y'all? Shout out to Miss Emma Bean because I officially started working on a book to tell my story. I know.
And that
I'm,
is amazing.
I know. I'm not making it too public yet. I'm just telling y'all because y'all my family. But like for a few years, people have been saying that I need to write a book. So we finally doing it. So she's helping me put it together, and it'll be like one of the realest autobiographies y'all have ever seen. And the folks who were involved with the filming event that we just had at Tribeca, they're going to do a story on me and on HeartSmiles. So it's going to be a nice little short film. And the best thing about it, though, not that it highlights my life, but the best thing about it is we're going to have young people who are interested in that field. They are going to work with the professionals to help produce this short film about HeartSmiles. So like if you're interested in producing, you'll work with the producers. If you're interested in directors, you'll work with the director. If Naeem, tech guys, you're going to get to work with the tech people. So I'm excited about that part because our heartbeats, consistent heartbeats, get to be a part of this whole storytelling thing and get experiences for themselves too.
I like the fact that you just kept saying, and I had to write it down. And
because it's a lot, y'all.
She kept saying one. I like it that I had write and down. I had to do it like underlining because everybody.
It's a lot.
I was like, all I thought was one announcement, but then it was like, and so that's just. Listen, let me tell you about
the blessings be flowing. And somebody told me today we was on CNN. Oh, I still got to go and find that clip.
Yeah, let me just say this, right? This is known, is before I go, because this is going to be my job. It is known, it is written, you can research it. They said that when you start having confidence and understand your purpose and constantly seek support for whatever you believe in, miracles would happen speedily and people would never understand what happened and how. So every time I see that, I think I have to take the time out to show that, because every time we may see that on a piece of paper, hear somebody saying, "We ain't make this happen," but when it happens, we have to make sure that we stop and acknowledge that so people can see they really do happen.
Yeah.
So that my jewel is, I know that, Joni, you probably at this point getting used to miracles, but I think when they come, you should stop and say, this is a miracle. Because think about how many other people have to go through writing a book and what they have to go through to get that outlines. And because you did the work, everything that's aligned to you comes to you. And that's how the miracle starts. Because you did the seeding and you planted it, and then everybody came to you to water it. So on that note, that's to say is, listen, work on yourself. I'm telling you, it's an alignment. It's worth it. Everybody think of money. Money don't make power. I kind of got that a little bit from Joni too. Money is a tool. Influence is power. Can't have influence if you ain't got you right. So,
thank you so much, yo. I love Wednesdays, yo.
Me too. I just can't wait until we get to a point where we can go somewhere and just really like dig into this, like a real retreat, and dig into with some consistent heartbeats and some doubts, and just really go in, because I think it's going to be needed, and definitely after the pandemic, because it's going to be so much that we're going to have to kind of realign with people.
Once COVID over, we in there.
Yeah. Love you guys. I'm so sorry I have to go.
Love you more, sis. It's all good. Next Wednesday?
I'm always here. Look, I don't even get an invitation. I just show up. That's why I said I'm kind of spoiled, because I was so used to getting an invitation, to the point before I got on, I went on YouTube to see if y'all was having it. And I was like, see, Chanel, there you go, depending on somebody else to do something for you when you know you're supposed to do it. So that was on me. I had to hold me accountable because I was depending on you. And I was like, wait a minute, she ain't text me. So Okay. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. It still happened to me. Hold myself accountable. Love you guys. I'm here every Wednesday. I don't care if it's a
Yeah.
holiday or what. I'm showing up.
Yes. Yes.
Bye-bye.
See you, Miss England.
Love you.
Yo, powerful conversations all the time, every Wednesday. Yo, this is what we do. So, if this is your first Winning Wednesday. Yo, welcome to our space. This is what we do. Yo, I love it. I love it. I love it. Tay Bands, I saw your comment like, yo, you just want to know how I got here. It's so inspiring. Hey, I'm so humbled that that's what you think. And like, for real, I mean, people have heard my story, like when I have spoken about it, like on here and on like Thriving Thursdays and Focus Fridays. But if you want to take some time, like over like the next couple of days or whatever, maybe carve out a few minutes or whatever, I will definitely share my story for anybody who is interested in it. And if you think that it's something that's going to help you along the way, like one thing that I tell people though is like, I truly do live by example. So, like the things I talk about in my jewels, I talk about those because I applied them myself and because I've learned from them. The things that you see me do, like every day, like that's just me, like in real life. And work, work. I can't stress that enough. Like in terms of being able to achieve your goals and to get where you want to get, like you gotta be working every single day. Like for real, for real. But we can get more into that because we are over our time, yo. Let me see. And Trackstar, I loved your comment earlier where you said being involved in HeartSmiles has really helped you grow. Like that's amazing. Appreciate that more than you know. Naeem is Joni. We had to talk about something at the end. Yes, 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 yes. My consistent heartbeats. I gotta give y'all the update on the iPhone 11s. I gotta give y'all that update. Tay Bad Savage, I went to the studio the other day. Can I see you music and get your feedback? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Kai, I never got to say it. Thank you so much, Miss Joni, for being there for me last Wednesday. I appreciated it. I needed it so much. I had a lot of worries until I seen you come through the door. Oh, Kaya, thank you for having me. It was just such a blessing to be able to just sit there and chill with you before you officially became a mommy. It's so nice. But thank you so much. It's okay. I just appreciate being able to be there. Lene, you gotta tell me something, texting me. All right, go in and text me, yo. Yes, yes, yes. Yo, King Cool, don't talk about my whisper, yo. You crazy. All right, the update for the iPhone 11s, y'all. I want to make sure that our consistent heartbeats, y'all. And if you gotta ask yourself, if you gotta think about whether or not you consistent, then you probably not consistent. So don't even worry about this part. But for people who are consistent, y'all, like we see you every week or almost every week at something. It don't got to be all things, but like at something. You coming to Winning Wednesdays, you coming to Thriving Thursdays, you coming to Focus Fridays, something like that. Like if you know that you locked in, this message is for you. Trying to get some of these iPhone 11s out by Christmas. I want to start between this week and next week. So I have a quick just registration link that I need for you guys to fill out so that we can start getting inventory and everything ready. Because what we want to do is when we meet up with you, we just want to be able to hand you your phone and let you be out. The service part is on you. You got to get your own service. T-Mobile, Verizon, whatever it is you're getting, you got to get your own service. You'll be able to use it with Wi-Fi, but you got to get your own service. That's on you. The link is not in my regular bio. It's on my other page, which is my full name, yo. Hey, Miss Mo, don't do that. You said the whisper like we not on the internet. Look, I ain't trying to talk all loud. My other page, y'all, it's my Joni Hollifield page, y'all. This right here, y'all. I hope y'all can see it. It's just my name all together, y'all. If you just do my name all together, that page is going to come up and the link is in that page. Complete that link, y'all, and we are going to get back to you and let you know where you can hook up with us, yo. Yo, don't tell nobody else that's where my link is at, yo. If it get out, yo, then I know that it was one of y'all. This ain't for the general public right now. I want to make sure that the consistent heartbeats are taken care of first, and then the riffraff, the non-consistent, if we got any left, we'll take care of them. But that's where the link is, y'all. If anybody has any trouble finding that page, just DM me and I'll send it to you. But it's just my name, yo, and the link is right there. All right, yo, Sydney, y'all crazy. Jada J said, "Is it guaranteed?" Is what guaranteed? What you mean? Yeah, like, yo, you've been showing up. Like, this is what we want to do. We want to make sure that you have resources that's going to help you along your journey in terms of success. Like, being able to give out MacBooks, like, that was like one of the highlights of our year. But again, it was a resource to help you along your journey. And the same thing with this, y'all. Like Jay said, where the link at? My phone was buffering. Jay, you only here because it's your job. You don't really be showing up. You don't really be locked in like that, yo. That's why it's buffering, because no, you ain't consistent, yo. Stop playing. I talk about consistent people, yo. People who that even if you wasn't getting paid to be here, yo, you still show up because you that invested in what we doing. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That is it. What's up, Mr. JB? Always good to see you. Yo, we are way, 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 way over our time. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, Thriving Thursdays. If y'all hanging with us, definitely make sure y'all lock in with the Daily Jewels. Y'all already know what it is. And look, y'all, go do something productive. When you get off of here, do something, yo. Do something with the lessons that you learn. Do something with the connections that you make. Yo, go be productive. If you got a business, go work on your business. If you got goals, go work on that goals, yo. And if you ain't got no goals, then you really need to be going to go do something to figure out what your goals are going to be doing. And yo, your success is in your daily habits. Where are you spending your time? What are you doing every day? If anybody is on here right now and you're not happy with where you are in life, look at how you're spending your time. Look at what you're doing. And if it's something that you're doing is not connected to success, not connected to where you're going, stop doing it. Just stop. Like, I don't care what it is. And if it's a person that you're dealing with, a person that's connected to you, if they not going where you going, let it go. Yo, yes, Tay, don't be a broke bum. Yo, broke bum energy, get rid of it, yo. We about to go into 2021, yo. We ain't got time for none of that. When I saw a comment earlier, yo, Jada J said, we ain't taking no negativity. No, we ain't taking no negativity, but we definitely taking the real in the 2021. So whatever the real is, that's what we taking. But yo, go do something productive. If it ain't connected to your version of success, yo, cut it off. And I see y'all tomorrow, Thriving Thursdays.